Hello and welcome to Devotion to Writing, a channel devoted to helping you cultivate a daily writing practice and realize you are creative abundance. When I'd finished writing my first book, I remember I was so terrified because I didn't know what I was going to write next. And this went on for a couple of weeks when I wasn't writing at all. I just had this anxiety that just kept increasing each day that I didn't write. Just what if I didn't have anything more to write? I felt like I was on the verge of shutting down creatively. At least, that was my fear. I didn't want to go back to not being able to write, which is something I suffered from on and off for many years. So, I experienced such a burst of writing during my first book that when I got to the end of it and it was going out for publication, I just was in that liminal space when I didn't know what to write next. I didn't know what was next. And so I just decided to get curious and to start writing about everything, anything. Just get curious about what was going on with me emotionally, the images that were coming to me that I'd always been attracted to, memories in me that just were recurring. And I started asking questions and then writing into those questions. And that's how I started to write. It was completely without direction, but with curiosity. And in those first weeks, I remember I wrote about so many things I had never written about before. I wrote about my grandparents. I wrote about Coatesville, Pennsylvania, which was the steel town where I was born. I wrote about all the houses I lived in when I was growing up because we moved around a lot and there were several. And I wrote about those houses and the rooms in those houses and the people that came into those houses. At that same time, this was about 2016, 2015, 2016, and the news every night, there was just more coverage about refugees coming from the Middle East and Africa and walking and crossing the Mediterranean to Europe. And these stories and these images that I was seeing just were really resonating with me. I wasn't really sure why, but I began to write even about this and how this was affecting me, what I was seeing on the news. And this started mingling then with my own investigation of this separation I was feeling from my past, from the homes where I grew up, from the people in my life like my grandparents who were no longer alive. So this experience of exile, I guess, was the theme that was starting to emerge. And then over the next 2 years, my second book just kind of coalesced around these questions of belonging and longing and home and exile. And I just kept asking, why am I noticing these stories now? Why am I moved by them? Why do I remember certain houses, certain rooms in houses, certain people in my life? And how could I be with them again? How could I occupy them again? How could I kind of bridge this separation that I was experiencing? And that's how I really got writing. It was just being curious about what was already here, what I was already kind of processing internally and what was coming to me in memories, and then what was coming to me externally in the form of the news. There is so much in you to be curious about. The stories that you tell yourself over and over again, the memories, the images, these all have secret centers that hold vast, vast realms you can explore. So as you're cultivating your daily practice, be curious. Now, this might sound like, trivial advice, but it's really important. Curiosity can flip that creative switch in us and get us writing. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, and that's what I wanted to do a prompt on today. I'd like to give you a prompt to kind of get you working, get you writing. So if you have a notebook or a computer or whatever you write on, get that out if you want now. And I want you to answer a question. If you want to pause the video, of course you can do that. You could pause it, do the writing, the prompt I'm going to give you, and come back when you finish writing. Or you can watch to the end. Just keep in mind the steps, because this prompt has a couple of steps. Just keep this in mind and then do the prompt when we finish the video. So this is a kind of a brainstorming prompt. It's 2 parts. The first is just to brainstorm a list of things, whatever comes to you, just rapidly. Don't think about them. They don't even have to be true. You could just make them up. Allow your subconscious to answer the question. So I want you to make a list. See if you can list 10 or 20 things. Doesn't have to be that many even, but see if you can get to that. And the question is, what are you curious about? What are you curious about? So again, you could pause the video now, you could list these things, or you can go through to the end of the video and then do this writing prompt. So 10 to 20 things, a list of what are you curious about. So now that you've made this list, assuming that you have, or maybe you're watching to the end, regardless, once you've made this list, I want you to choose one thing from this list, one thing in your list, and begin to investigate it in another piece of writing. I want you to write about this one thing. Could be, maybe you said the moon, or maybe you said grasshoppers, whatever it is. Write more deeply about this and ask more questions of yourself. Why am I interested in the moon? Do I have memories of the moon? What would it be to write about a grasshopper, listening to, I don't know, the sounds of nature? Whatever it is, just let the questions lead you further into the world of the thing, the memory, whatever it is that you're writing about. And let it lead you into the world of yourself. This is what curiosity does. So then keep this list handy, right? And as you're cultivating your daily writing practice, you can refer to this list and write about the other things. Be curious about the other things that you've put on this list. So when you need something to write about, you can just refer to this list and get curious about something else on this list and see where this takes you. We are overflowing. Everything is ours, is accessible to us. I found that when I started writing, for example, about my grandparents, I was able to be with them again. And this was such a joy to discover that writing could do this. It could bring me to these people that I had lost contact with, who had passed from my life. They literally died and went to, wherever we go. And I wasn't able to be with them, but in writing, I was able to be with them again. And I was able to be with the things in my home again, in my homes from the past, in the rooms where we lived. I could take up those things in my arms and hold them and turn them over and smell them and smell the room and see the light falling through the room. It was such a beautiful experience, and this is one of the gifts of writing. It can bring us into contact with these things that we are separated from. We so spontaneously respond to the world on so many levels. This is a gift that we have. We all have it. All of us we can just birth things instantly. And all we need to do is be curious, ask questions, turn our attention in the direction of something, and then suddenly all that is swimming in us, all the images and ideas and colors and memories, these things that are our inheritance, these can emerge. This is your treasure. You already have it in you. Within you is your treasure, and it is infinite. The Irish novelist, the Irish novelist, the poet James Stevens said that curiosity will conquer fear even more than bravery will. Curiosity will conquer fear even more than bravery will. I know I found this to be true. I couldn't have encouraged myself enough after I had finished my first book to begin writing. It just seemed like such a hurdle to start from what seemed like nothing. But as soon as I got curiosity got me over that fear of I had nothing to say, and suddenly I found there were paths, endless paths forward. There were some dead ends, I guess you could say there were dead ends, but I don't really believe that anything we write is a dead end. I think everything we write supports future writing. It is a foundation of something that will come. And in that regard, nothing we write could be a dead end. It just always leads to some other thing, some other way, some further investigation. So in your daily writing practice, be curious about what is in you, awaiting you. These things can be shy. They can be hidden. There is so much beauty in you. Everything you have ever touched, heard, smelled, seen, felt, everything you will ever see, feel, and touch, and feel, and touch is swimming in you. And curiosity, your curiosity, will shine a light on these things. Our lives are graced with brilliance. We just have to open to the abundance we are and tune ourselves to this bounty. Tune ourselves to this bounty we are. And practice opening. And the way we do this is by being curious. We dip our hands in this river that is rushing within us, and we scoop out some material and we spill it on the page. And once this material is in the light and in the air, we can see it, we can live with it, we can ask more questions about it. Just practice this. This is the practice. Every day, come to the page, scoop something out of the river, this vast, vast, vast river within you. Scoop out something and put it on the page. And this is enough. This is enough. And over time, you just accumulate more material on the page. And one more thing, really important. Remember to let yourself feel joy. Joy at what you find. And let yourself be awed by what you discover. We have to be able to enjoy ourselves, our work, our discoveries, our curiosity. We have to be able to be tickled by our own curious nature, impulses, and instincts. This isn't about the analytic mind. We're not thinking in this process. We're not bringing that analysis to what we're doing. It's not involved. That mind isn't involved here. Here we are functioning on deeper levels, the creative, the subconscious levels. You don't have to know what anything is. You just have to remain curious. And I'll leave you with one more quote. This is from the playwright Lynn Nottage. She says, "Replace judgment with curiosity." I think this judgment includes self-judgment, judgment of others, and judgment of the work that we're putting on the page. Just let's get rid of the judgment. Curiosity gets rid of judgment. Curiosity expands us. Again, I asked in the prompt, what are you curious about? Just feel that question. What are you curious about? And feel yourself expand. The infinite is in you, and it is bursting to be seen. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like this video. It just brings me joy to think that I might be helping you cultivate your writing practice. So please subscribe if you'd like to get more of these videos. And if you'd like to learn more about my work, you can visit devotiontowriting.com. I offer in-person and online workshops year-round. I also lead creative retreats all over the world. Thanks again for watching. I hope you write deeply today. I know that you will write beautifully. Blessings.